Hi, I'm Sam.
And so is he.
And this is Gracie.
And so am I. Together, we are up for the training of our lives, and we want you to join us.
We've both come to terms with the fact that we won't be representing Team GB at the Olympics anytime soon.
Let's face it, there's not much call for Sam's 50-metre dash with a guitar strapped to his back.
And Gracie has been banned from the hurdles because she only goes under them.
Harsh, but true. Anyway, what we are training for is not a sport. It's a way of life, attempting to build up our spiritual and mental health.
It's in the training where all the work happens, the ups, the downs, the strains, the recovery, all of which is so much more encouraging when experienced with others.
So we want you to join us for our brand new podcast, Pulse Check-In, a regular check-in to chat about faith and our fitness for life.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, listen via Spotify, or however you like to access your podcasts.
Pulse Check-In, an opportunity to take a beat.
Talking life while on the run, sweat it out, yeah, have some fun. Heartbeats pumping, minds clear, laughing loud, breaking through the fear. Check your pulse, take a beat, side by side and in the heat. One heart, one mind, walking with him, stay on track, pulse check in.
Can I say, Sam, before we start, you're looking, how can I put it? You're looking, right, like a whippet about to pounce on a squirrel.
What now?
A whippet about to pounce on a...
Not. I got the whippet bit. It's the second animal. I didn't quite get what you said.
Yeah. Right, that was a bit stupid of me to include that. It's not a word I can say, actually.
No, go on. Give it another go. You said, looks like a whippet about to pounce on a...
Squirrel.
A squirrel.
That's all right. Yes, my accent prevents me from naming that animal. And one of my favourite, it's really annoying, one of my favourite, I can't even say favourite chocolate bars.
Well, all right then. You've mentioned what I'm wearing. Would you like me to give you a little twirl?
Yeah. A twirl. Yeah. Anyway, and for the sake of those not able to see what I'm seeing, Sam, is it all right if I describe you?
Go for it.
Right. Sam is kitted out in full gym. I don't know. Is it running gear? Perhaps running gear.
This is specific running gear. Yes, this is.
Yes. He's got a hat. He's got headphones. He's got a hydration vest. So it's obviously going to be a long run.
Very important. Yes.
Got any water in that camel tank of yours?
I've got isotonic liquid. Or whatever you call it.
Right. Yeah. Liquid. Yeah, that'll do it. You've got energy gels, you've got water bottle.
Gels.
See, you've got some very, very swish trainers there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you've got your running socks. But I notice you've even got tape on your leg. Are you injured?
Injured? No. Just thought that's what I needed. I've seen others with the colourful tape, so I thought I quite like that.
Yes.
Get
Sam,
my favourite colour.
I think classic. Got all the gear and no idea. Let's chat about that.
Pulse check in.
So, Sam, I've been a bit harsh about you with all your gear on.
I thought I looked quite good,
You do look good. Yeah, that is true.
Thanks.
You do look the part. But yes, it wasn't meant to be critical. I encourage anybody just to do the first bit. And sometimes it's just about tying up your laces.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I've got a big question to ask you, Samuel.
What's that then?
So what would you say is your motivation, right, from the moment when you wake up, a new day, what gets you going for that day?
That is a great question. Varies, I think, depending on what the day is. I guess the plan for the day is what motivates me.
So you say it's like the routine and the things that you have to do, the things that you need to do.
Yeah, I think so.
For the day.
Yeah. I used to really struggle with being motivated at the start of the day because I'm not a morning person. I just wanted to stay in bed. But since having a little daughter who is there every day, which is great, you can't do that. You have to be responsible, I think. Yeah.
That's quite a good word for a parent to have.
Having that responsibility is very motivating. One, because she needs looking after, and 2, because it's a joy to do so.
Oh,
So yeah,
I mean, she's very cute.
she is very cute. Yeah.
So, do you ever stop and think, okay, actually, what am I doing and why am I doing it? Or do you just go about the day? You can be as honest as you like.
I mean, once I've dropped her at nursery and start the working day, kind of, I guess that initial motivation to get up has gone because she's a nursery, and then I've got to start my working day. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
What was the question again? Where was it going?
About, do you ever stop and think, why are you doing what you're doing? Or
I
do you just
guess,
go ahead and do it?
yeah, definitely. I found more consciously realised recently that I just go ahead and do it and just get on and busy myself. And I think I've more consciously been trying to pause and reflect on the reasons why.
Yeah, and that's quite hard when you've got like a busy life and a busy family life. I imagine it's even harder. But I was thinking about, if you consider, you said about taking Maisie to nursery. Yeah, that's part of the things that you need to do in your day. I'm just guessing here, but I would imagine that the reason why you take her to nursery is for a practical reason. But if you looked at the heart of that, I would suspect it's because you're her dad and you want her to have every opportunity in life, and you want her to thrive and to be safe, to be happy, to feel loved. I would imagine that's like at the heart of why you do it. But those kind of values are clearly not going to be at the forefront of your mind when you're rushing out the door and packing a lunch and you've got a piece of toast stuck to your head and all that, and then you get stuck in traffic.
Were you there this morning?
Yeah. You still got a little bit of crust on your head. But I can imagine those thoughts about, thriving in life are less accessible in your mind. I might be wrong, but like you said, you're consciously trying to make more time to think about what motivates you. Well, how do you do that amongst such a busy time? And when you do that, do you get inspired? Or like for me, sometimes if I stop and really, really think about why I'm doing things, I could feel a bit guilty because I've suddenly realised that actually I'm doing this all for the wrong reasons.
I don't think I feel the latter very often. I think when I don't think about my motivation, looking back, I've been guilty of being unproductive.
Okay.
Maybe not always not through being lazy, but just through being, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know why I'm doing it. So therefore I'm just not got any idea. But if I stop and think of the motivation, it kind of, if you think about the why, the what's a bit easier.
Explain that a bit more.
Think about the why, it kind of ignites the passion a bit more. And I think when our passions are in it, it's kind of a place for us to thrive. Like God places those passions in our heart for a reason, and He's given us those passions to motivate us and to thrive, I guess.
I think it's like a fuel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like an energy. Yeah. I mean, I think you could put aside your isotonic, what did you call it? Isotonic liquids.
Liquids, yeah.
But yeah, it's like it fuels you, doesn't it? It fuels you. So once you got the why, it gives you the energy to do. And it does it with probably a bit more, it's more effective, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I read this thing about, they use the word inspiration, but in terms of, so I was thinking about motivation and all that, how we kind of explore what the heart is behind things that we do or say or way that we live. And it was talking about the word inspiration, but taking the word in, so it's in here, pointing to my heart, that doesn't really help people who are listening. But using that thought that what's inside, what's right deep inside spurs us on. It gives us, I guess, purpose as well. Because I think if we don't understand why we're doing something, we can kind of wander, can't we? It can be a bit aimless. Yeah, definitely. Ineffective. And then I was thinking, I was thinking, this is probably one analogy too much. I was thinking, once you get your inspiration and it energizes you and it focuses you on what you're going to do, then you perspire, you sweat out. You sweat out the heart. And then I thought, no, that's one analogy too far. But I've said it.
Oh, funny. I guess you've got to get moving in order to sweat that out, though, haven't you? So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There was something you said then. I thought, I was going to ask you about that. Yes. So can you name a time, when you had all the gear and no idea, not necessarily physical gear, but you're in a situation where you knew all the right things to say, you had all the right, I don't know, visual materials to back up your point, or you made all the right decisions, right? But when it came to a moment of pressure, you realised you didn't know why you're doing it. And you realised, actually, what am I doing?
I guess what comes to my mind a lot of the time is when I used to be a primary school teacher, or specifically a training primary school teacher, when I had read all the textbooks, planned all the lessons, stood up to do the lessons, and part of me doesn't know if it's because I felt like an imposter or if it was because I was just really nervous. Maybe probably a bit of both.
Probably a bit of both, I would imagine.
And surprise, surprise, I'm no longer a teacher. I guess part of me realised that wasn't the right thing. And my motivation for that was more, I need to do something, not, am I doing the right thing?
I mean, that can happen a lot, especially when you do that boring thing and become an adult. You find yourself, if you really think about it, like, why did I do that? And it's because a lot of the time, I needed to do something. One of the pressures of life, isn't it?
And I heard a quote recently that has stuck in my head and been really useful. It's to do with nervousness and always thinking about people judging you. And sometimes you have got all the gear, you've got all the skills, you've got all the ability, but that anxiety kind of means that you don't perform as well as you could. It was a quote from Sam Hargreaves from Engage Worship. He's talking about leading with authority and looking at how Jesus led. And this is what he said: Jesus' authority came from his relationship with the Father. It's not oppressive or dictatorial. Jesus says that the Father loves him. For this reason, Jesus can submit entirely to being led by the Father. He isn't bothered by human applause or rejection, because his identity is secure in being the Son of the Father. If you are called to do something, then your authority comes from God. You don't need to prove yourself or demonstrate any earthly credentials. Your security comes from being a child of the Father who loves you and appoints you to your role. And I guess a lot of the time I've just been spending too much of my brain power looking for that earthly approval. Am I doing the right thing? And I guess in some leadership you kind of have to do that, but don't let it shroud your ability to do something. Like, you've been called to do this and you've been given the passions and abilities to do it by God.
Yeah, and when I was looking at this, there was a bit of scripture. Find it in a second. And you could study it and pick it apart or whatever, but I don't know if I'm oversimplifying it. But the basis of it is everything needs to be built from a relationship with Jesus. And if you can go back and focus on that bit and know that you've got a relationship with him, and you can, like you said in that quote, is far more articulate, but it reiterates that idea, doesn't it? That's where our motivation has to come from. We've got those abilities, but if they're rooted in God and our relationship with him, then it can move us forward.
And if we've taken time to listen to that calling from him, then we can afford to be confident in it and can afford to trust that anointing that he's given us.
It's weird though, isn't it? Anxiety is so crippling. And as well as that anxiety and approval of others, I think when you start comparing as well, or you start thinking, oh, they'd be much better at this than me, or
trying to do things how somebody else would do it.
Yeah, that's a downward.
You're never going to
spiral, like squirrel.
Yeah, like they're successful in the way they do it because that's who they are. Whereas you're not them, so it might not work for you. You know what I mean?
I don't know if this does fit in. It's probably this just coming to my head now. But as you know, Sam, I do a bit of acting.
Oh yeah, you do.
But I didn't always want to be an actor. But I kind of discovered I was like on a gap year. And I went and worked for this mission team. And it was like being an apprentice, and we'd go to different events and support the leader who was doing it. It was more exciting than that. Anyway, during that time, we did like this tour, evangelistic tour. And there was a guy there who performed, solo actor. And I remember thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to do what he's doing. So I built a friendship with him. I even went to the same theatre school as him. And I knew from that moment that's what I wanted to do. So I built my kind of work out of that year out. but I would write my own material because I kind of realised that writing was something that I could do. And also it meant selfishly I could act out what I wanted the message to be. So I kind of had that as my backdrop, as my job. Then amongst that, I got asked by somebody outside of the team to reenact the opening scene of Trainspotting. I don't know if you've ever seen Trainspotting. I just need to put a little word of warning. If you listen to this and then go watch Trainspotting, it is quite a difficult film to watch, and not for somebody under 80. Just need to put that out there.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I was asked to reenact the opening scene of Trainspotting, and it is a bloke running away, is talking to himself saying, choose life, choose a job, choose a television. There's a few choice words in there as well. And as they're running on the screen, all these items are falling out of his pocket, right? So I was like, I'm not really sure because it's not really my style of doing it. But they put quite a lot of pressure on me and I didn't want to let them down. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. But throughout the whole rehearsal time, it just didn't sit right. Because I was like, one, I'm not a bloke. Two, because of the setting that I was going to be performing it in, I had to edit out all the swear words. And there were a lot of them. So once you did that, it kind of was left a little bit skinny in terms of material. And also visually, I didn't know how I was going to do it. There was so many things that just didn't sit right. Right up until the point where I was about to go on stage, I knew I shouldn't do it. I just knew because it just wasn't me. So we're in a worship session. Got my mate playing mushy chords on the keyboard. People are responding. Yeah, there are people praying with each other and there's a few tears and stuff like that. It's quite a moving moment. And I was due to go on and start this scene. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I can't, it's not right. This is not the right time to do it. And the person who asked me to do it was stood by me near the sound desk and he pressed play on the music. He went, go and do it. Press play on the music. So I didn't have any choice. I ran on, went on stage. I managed the first line. I went, choose a job. Then I couldn't remember any other words. My mind just went blank. And I looked out and because I'd burst onto stage when it was people were responding, I think they were thinking, what's going on, right? And normally, if I forget lines, I can kind of pick it up somewhere. But my mind went completely blank. And I just went, I'm really sorry. I can't do this. It gets worse, right? I go off stage. As I go off stage, I fall down the steps.
Sorry,
right? It gets worse, right? I fall down the steps. My leg is trapped in the steps on this stage. And when I fell, because I tried so hard to edit out all the swear words, I was very, very conscious not to do that. But when I fell, all that edited swear word came out of my mouth. And I was still mic'd up.
Oh, goodness me.
And then they were trying to get me out of the steps. So my foot was jammed. And I was still, shouting down the microphone. That's hurting my leg. I can't say the other word that I used, but it was.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was hideous. It still to this day, it makes me get a bit hot and sweaty. But I knew that's a very long story. But something that I have felt for so long that God was using, and I knew that I was using the skills that He had given me. And then suddenly I was put in this position where that was all in doubt. But I know it's because I didn't do it for the right reasons. I did it under pressure. I didn't connect with what the piece was saying. So I tried to blag it. And then when you try to blag it, it comes undone quite quickly when it's exposed to, reality. The reason I did that is because I didn't want to let someone else down. And compared myself to think another performer could probably do that.
Yeah. Why can't I?
Yeah.
In a way.
If I'm an actor, I should be able to be a lot more adaptable than that. But yes. And in that moment of even when I was questioning it, I still didn't listen to that
Mhm.
that prompt, which was saying, it's
Forcing
okay.
yourself to be something you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know it's not always possible, but I think it is really important to take time to take stock and check your pulse.
Mhm.
So if I say that to you, Sam, what do you think about that in terms of like faith, taking stock and checking your pulse? What does it mean for you?
Taking a minute to pause and reflect, to pray, to listen to God, to just fill yourself up with Him.
Yeah.
Like Jesus did a lot. Jesus, whenever he's got something big to face, he takes time out to pause.
Yeah. And I also think, well, maybe we'll talk about this in a bit, but I think also perhaps we need to be okay with the fact that sometimes we just get on and do it without thinking, as in, take the heart for what it is. So our heart is pumping now and it's providing us with what we need. It's on in the background.
Yeah.
But we're not aware of it, are we?
Our pulse is always going, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we're always thinking, oh, my heart's going, my heart's going.
And if I stop thinking about it, my heart's going to stop, which it just keeps going
it's not what
irrelevant.
happens. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, in terms of faith, it's okay to be, I think it's important actually, not just okay, I think it's important that we do stuff anyway, even without understanding what our reason is or our motivation is, because God hasn't gone anywhere. If our relationship with him is sure and stable and strong, then we can go about life, the mundane and also the challenging, and God will still be there providing us with what we need.
Yeah, definitely. We prepare ourselves for the challenge. We equip ourselves with that armor. And because we've taken that time, that pulse checking to equip ourselves, we're prepared and ready for the task. So when we're in the task, we don't have to stop and do a quick Google search of some relevant scriptures or whatever it is.
But you've nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You nailed it. Exactly that. But the scripture I was going to share was from Jude. It's not actually, the book of Jude is not one I know very well, but it's very short. So maybe I should get to know it a bit more because I'm short. Going
under those hurdles.
Yes, I can get under them. Don't even have to run under them. I could just walk. That's where I got into trouble. So Jude, I think Jude is, it's just one chapter. Did you know that?
I wasn't fully aware, no.
Oh, there you go.
Good that. I have to check him out. How many verses?
25 verses.
Oh, yeah.
So the bit scripture that stood out is Jude verse 20. It says, "But you, my delightfully loved friends, constantly and progressively build yourself up on the foundation of your most holy faith by praying every moment in the Spirit. Fasten your hearts to the love of God and receive the mercy of Lord Jesus Christ, who gives us eternal life." It's two verses, but it says a lot, I think.
It's challenging and inspiring at the same time. Love it.
Yes, I like that. So it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, doesn't it? Well, it does me. Yeah. But in a motivational way.
Yeah. And kind of don't make it too complicated because it's not that complicated.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hark back to it, Sam, but you could just go out for a run.
Could, yeah.
You perhaps don't need all the paraphernalia.
Yes, you are quite right.
But I suspect sometimes as well we put loads of stuff around us because we lack a bit of confidence. If we have all the right stuff, we learn all the right things.
Or if we don't have the right stuff, it's an excuse not to do it.
Yes.
Yep, definitely been guilty of that in the past.
I also think there's a sense of, although we've talked a lot about, taking stock or pausing, taking a check-in, not chicken, it's always chickens. There's also a sense of it being active. So it uses the word constantly, progressively, build. They're all it's action, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it says build yourself up on the foundation. So it's recognizing what that foundation is. Praying every moment in the Spirit. Because Because you could be praying, it's a bit like your heartbeat going. You could be praying all the time.
Yeah, having that awareness that he's always there helping you, always available.
He is always available. Yeah. He doesn't go anywhere. We might wander off.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sam, just to draw you back to your delightful gear that you're wearing.
Oh, yes. Looking rather swish. 5 seconds off my 5K PB.
Yeah. 50-metre dash.
Yeah.
So you got some rather cool headphones there. So if you were going to suggest an accompanying bit of music to get you on track, what would it be?
Well, one thing that I've been listening to recently is there's been a new album out by Ben Rector, who is a guy from America. He likes playing golf. He's a Christian as well.
Do those two things go together? As in, if you play golf, it's more of a Christian sport. Or it makes you closer to Jesus if you play golf.
It's definitely holy. Wait.
Very good.
Thanks. There's this song on the album called "Praying for Me." It says someone must have been praying for me because, like, I've managed to achieve all these things, and it kind of brings that focus. Like, I've managed to achieve all these things. It can't have been through my ability. It must have been through something higher than that. And I guess it really inspires me.
I like it.
Not just inspires me in the things that I'm doing, but inspires me to pray for other people so that they can also feel that, and pray specifically that they will feel that it is that someone must have been praying for them.
Oh, so go and check it out.
What about you? Any suggestions for my playlist? I'd say as well, if anybody listening to this has any ideas of what we could add to our playlist that might link to what we've talked about, or be a motivational workout playlist, pop them in the comments. Send them to us.
That'd be really helpful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, pop them in the comments. Send them over to us. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Email us at plexus@salvationarmy.org.uk.
I'd also like to hear, I haven't passed this by you, Sam, but I would like to hear what people's guilty track is. Everyone's got a track on their playlist where they're maybe a little bit embarrassed if it was on shuffle and it played in public.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It could be, I don't know,
what's yours?
The Macarena or something worse.
Oh, right. That you just love to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your guilty? I mean, your secret is safe with us and other people who listen.
Yeah.
Can you think of one, Sam?
I don't know. There was an advert came on the telly and I thought that's a good song, but it doesn't fit into the sorts of music that I listen to. It's, can I mention this? Pink Pony Club. Dancing in the Pink Pony Club. That's a quality song. I love that song. That's
a brilliant confession. Yes, that's what we're after. Nothing wrong though. Love the Pink Pony Club.
It has got some great guitar parts in it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's not why you like it, but yeah. If that's what you want to tell us.
Okay. Yeah. It's a great excuse to like it.
Yeah. That's a good track. Right. So my kind of serious, focused one. Well, one that kind of, not only the words help me to, raise my heart rate a bit with activity. It's Toby Mac and it's called The Goodness. And it's basically singing out all that is good about God and that it is available to us and it's faithful and strong and Yeah, and I guess singing that out, it kind of speaks it into your soul, so you know. Yeah. So it sings out all those things. It's like singing out the ingredients of faith is. Yeah. And so I'd say that. Yeah, that Toby Mac song's a good song because it's upbeat. Is it upbeat? It is very upbeat. Yeah, whereas my song's not very upbeat. It's just inspiring in a different way. So, it's definitely not a start your workout track. Is it a warm-up or a stretch out? Those two elements of any kind of activity are important. We'll talk about that on another thing, but... It's probably a stretch out, yeah. Do you want to know my guilty one? Of course, yes. So I would say probably... I've got some remixes. It's important that you hear the word remix first. Okay. Taylor Swift songs. I mean, I'm unashamedly a Swiftie anyway. But in terms of, I'm going to be a Swiftie at 50. I'm not a Swiftie. I'd say that. That's all right.
If you're a Swiftie, bash it in the comments. Bash me in the
I'm
comments.
not a Swiftie. I'm not. I'm not a Swiftie because I haven't got the friendship bands and I'm not 15. But I do like a lyrics. Sorry. But yes, so I've got a remix of Fortnight, which is Taylor Swift and Post Malone. That's my confession.
I don't mind Post Malone.
I saved it with Post Malone, did I?
I'll be honest. Now this might be controversial. I've seen Post Malone on talking just in videos with other people than I have listened to his music.
Oh.
So I can't really comment. I apologise. It seems like it seems like a,
you don't have to apologise.
So this has been Pulse Check-In. Remember, so you never miss an episode, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a lot.
I think also we just need to put a little bit of an encouragement on the subscription thing, because I don't know if you're like me, Sam. You got a number of subscriptions, like you do a free trial and then you forget to cancel them and you get all these bills going out once a month. This is free, isn't it? Subscription to this is free.
Yes.
So do not panic. Do not worry. When you subscribe, it's not going to cost you a penny, but it will help us out a lot.
Help us out and help us to stay in communication and community together.
Yeah, because we don't want to be just sat here talking to ourselves. We do that all the time.
Yep. We want to hear
nice
from
to
you.
talk to others.
Yeah. Pulse Check-In. An opportunity to take a beat.
Talking life while on the run. Sweat it out, yeah, have some fun. Heartbeats pumping, minds clear. Laughing loud, breaking through the fear. Check your pulse, take a beat. Side by side and in the heat. One heart, one mind, walking with him. Stay on track, Pulse Check-In.